Welcome or welcome back to Solo Marvel Champion. Today I'm taking Gamora Limited against Collector 1. Now if you saw my favorite villains video, you'll know that Collector 1 is my favorite villain in Galaxy's Most Wanted, and that's really for two reasons. The first is it presents a deck building challenge. You want to build your deck in a way that you don't have a lot of your own cards going to collection. And Gamora is perfect for that because she wants to run more events than anything else. I did also make one swap. I have the deck list in the description and comments, and one of these is actually listed in the deck list as a swap. I'm going to swap Eros out for Wraith because Wraith can cancel boost effects. There are some bad boost effects in Collector, so I'm hoping to see Wraith early. Let's go ahead and shuffle Wraith in. The other thing I really like about Collector 1 is managing the collection. That makes this scenario really unique. And in a game where we have a whole bunch of villains and the newer ones kind of keep doing the same things that the older ones were doing, I really like how collection works in this scenario because you can manage it. You can take cards out of the collection, and that changes the way you would normally play. There are a lot of times I'd like to attack with Gamora, but maybe I've got 3 cards in there and I decide, okay, I'm going to exhaust her to remove a card from the collection instead. So we go to setup. This tells us to create the collection area. I'm going to create it right there. I'm going to put the top card in. Nebula going in as my first card is not good. This die here is just to remind me how many are in the collection so I don't have to keep counting. Let's shuffle his deck. Losing Nebula there is bad. We flip this and it has 4. So what I want to find on my opening hand is a 4 Justice. Neither of those are good one way or another. Acrobatic Move can be good. Pivotal Moment might be good. And there's my 4 Justice, which makes Pivotal Moment really good now. I'm going to mulligan these 2. Draw 2 more. Forward Momentum. And a Genius. I like the Genius because it's going to help me pay for something else. So now, let's use her ability. Look at the top card. It is not an attack or a thwart, so it does not come to hand. Let's flip up. I'm going to use Genius, which is Mental for 4 Justice, which is going to remove all 4 of those threat. Now, I'm going to, I think I'm going to go ahead and do one way or another because whatever comes up I can clear with Forward Momentum. This will remove 5, and I am going to get to play an attack event, so that is going to help a lot. One thing I need to remember, when I played 4 Justice, I get to ping him 1 damage. So let's play one way or another. One of these is going to let me draw 2 cards. So that's the one I'm going for. Ready. I think it has an amplify icon on it. That's the one, Sorcerer's Stone. It's going to come into play with 5. Now, something about the Galactic Artifacts here, these go to the victory display. They don't go to discard, which means they're not going to get grabbed and put into the collection. Because this ability is an interrupt that says when it would be placed in discard, put it in collection. But this will never hit discard because of victory 0. So let's draw 3. Another one way or another is no good there, but Wraith is real good there. Go ahead and use Acrobatic Move, which is going to hit for 2 and remove one. Then I'm going to use that other one way or another and nowhere for forward momentum to clear it. It goes to victory display. Now, when I cleared that, I get to draw 2 cards. And as much as I would love to get conditioning room into play, I think I need to play Wraith here, because he's going to help me with those boost effects. Also, rather than attacking, one went all the way across the room, I'm going to get her out of the collection. I like to keep the collection low. So this is a little bit of a slow start, and Wraith, as good as that 3 attack is, will only be used to cancel boost effects. Unless, of course, it's like the last 3 damage. Drax is good to see. I think Fast is interesting. That is not a bad hand. One's going to go on. Collector is going to attack me, and I'm going to take it. That is 1, 2, 3. I'll just take that 3 and be happy that Shadow of the Past is gone. Caught off guard. Discard and upgrade our support. I have none, so that gains Surge. And the villain attacks me. I'm just going to take it again. 1. Let's see. If there are 3 or fewer cards in the collection, put the top card in. I'm just going to let that boost effect come through. Since I've cleared out... and there's a Decisive Blow. So I only take 1 more damage. Now I think I'm going to probably use that Think Fast to confuse and go down. I also would like to get Drax in, so I don't have enough resources to do everything here. I might, though, when I go down. So I'm going to use 1 for Think Fast. I'm going to take 1 damage and confuse Collector. And let's go ahead. I'm going to leave Decisive Blow in there for now. I'm going to flip down and recover. Let's look at her ability. It is an attack, so it comes to hand. And I really wish that that was not a cross counter. But I'm going to use all 3 of those for Drax, because Drax can hit big. All right, let's ready. This ability to interrupt is a hero interrupt, so I can't use it right now. Let's hope I don't need to. Seeing that for Justice is good coming back up. See what happens. 1 goes on. He cannot scheme. Bad card. Oh, that is perfectly fine. I'll go ahead and exhaust. Remove that from play. Let's use her ability. That is a thwart, so that'll come to hand. Go ahead and flip up. We'll attack for 3 again. And let's get that Justice served in there. Oh, I'm going to pay for that. So I think actually I'd like to get Rocket in as well. Actually use all of those for Rocket. And I don't think I use him to thwart. Yep, let's go with that. And I am going to use Martin X to play a Justice Serve for when I can use it. It'll be a free ready. Let's ready, draw 4. I should have another for Justice in here. There's a Decisive Blow. I didn't get a thwart event, though. 1 goes on. He's going to attack, and I'm going to take it. That is 1. Here is why I like Wraith. He's attacking for 1 with a boost icon, which would put him into play, confuse me, and then attack me. Let's exhaust Wraith and damage him to cancel that boost. So I only take 1. And when revealed, put the lowest cost card you control face up in the collection. Lowest card I control is for Justice, which is fine. Or Justice served. that was not a bad turn at all. Let's get one of these cards out of the collection. See, I like this because it makes you play a little bit differently than you normally would. It's the reason I like Collector so much. Do I go ahead and attack with Rocket, waste an activation there, or I do an acrobatic move, which is going to hit him and ping for 1. He comes back with 14 health. I can either take 3 damage or put the top card in the collection. There's a Keen Instincts, which I would have loved to draw. I think now I'll thwart this 2 off to keep it clean so that I can play Pivotal Moment, which is going to remove 5. Going to hold on to that Decisive Blow. Hope I can draw a set the pace, because that is going to finish the game off for me, as long as I don't get a guard. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is a set the pace, a Decisive Blow, and a card to play Decisive Blow. So as long as nothing too bad happens here, I should get the win. 1 goes on. He is going to attack for 2 plus a boost. I'm at 5, so I'm going to keep that. And if it's a bad boost effect, I can cancel it. 2, only 2 coming in. And this comes in with 5, which is not going to be a big deal because I can win on this turn. So here, Drax could deal 3. I can attack for 2, but let's set the pace. It's going to remove 1 and deal a damage. And then we will use energy for Decisive Blow to deal 7 damage. And then, just because Wraith has been such a good boy, we're going to let him attack for 3 to get the win. That actually knocks him out. So that is Gamora Limited against Collector 1. I've played this matchup a few times. One of the reasons I like Collector 1 also, I didn't state this earlier, I play mostly on Standard, and I win, most of the games I play because it's just Standard. But even on Standard, sometimes Collector 1 gets the best of you with bad boosts, with cards going to the collection when you don't want them to go to the collection. So Collector 1, even on Standard, can be a little bit of a bear. But that is another reason to like him. Just because, while I enjoy winning most of the games I play, I do like going against someone that isn't really frustrating that can beat me. Like, Ronan's going to beat me 99 times out of 100, but that's a frustrating game. I don't like to play that. Collector 1 will beat me from time to time, and it's a fun game. So let me know what you think in the comments. Like, sub, tell me something in the comments. All the things that YouTube likes. Thank you so much for watching today, and I hope you have a great day.